Today's video is going to be kind of a fun one for me because it's one of my favorite things that has happened to me. I'm going to share the story of my breast reduction. Found out that I was getting it, I literally like cried and like hugged my mom for like 5 whole minutes. I was bigger than an H cup before. That was the lowest, that was the biggest I could find, and I was kind of still spilling out a little, but it was so uncomfortable. It was horrible trying to find like bras. I had a whole credit card just for bras because they're so expensive. Lane Bryant was my friend in terms of bras, but yeah, I was just it was like damn near impossible to run. Yoga, forget about it, you like suffocate yourself. It hurt my back. I had constant back problems and neck problems and had to lay down all the time because it was the only way that I could make my back feel better, and it was just so bad. And I've had big boobs since I was like 11. Like, I don't remember the last time I was able to buy a swimsuit without a wire in it, let alone in an actual store. Like, it was just a serious problem. I would have to order shirts in like the biggest size ever. Pajamas, like everything. Everything. It's so annoying. So I had actually I actually went to my doctor, my normal doctor, and said, you know, can you put in a referral for me to my insurance, put a referral in for me to go see an insurance covered plastic surgeon. So my doctor put in a referral and I went and had a consultation, and I was so nervous. I was like, what if I'm imagining and it's not really that bad? Or a big concern of mine was, what if I am too like heavy and they say that it's not gonna happen because I'm too heavy, like saying that it was like a personal cause, which is silly because I've had, like I said, I've had big boobs since I was 11. And I was not heavy when I was 11. I was not born like heavy or whatever you want to call it, fat. But so I went and I saw him, and he was like, wow, I've seen a lot of cases, I've done a lot of these, and I would say that arguably yours is one of the worst. I was like, thank you God. Like, I'm so, but he was like, yeah, it's really bad, you need it, you're definitely a candidate. And he was like, the only thing is that some insurances just don't cover it at all, and I don't have the money to do it. I am on a full insurance plan, and I don't have the money to like do it, to pay for it myself. And so he was saying that, you know, I'll definitely write the thing for you, and I'll put it in and everything, but be aware like that it may not happen because your insurance just might not cover it. And that was like, try not to cry. But it was like so stressful. I was waiting after he put in the thing. I was like waiting and waiting and waiting and like stressing, and oh my God, when am I gonna get a call? Just tell me, did I not get it? Just tell me. And so I got approved. I was so happy. Oh my God, it was so funny because I actually was like waiting, and I finally called them, and she was like, oh, we were actually gonna call you tomorrow because you just got approved. I was like, yay. And I like literally was like crying on the phone. I was like, thank you. Like, I was approved. And so then we scheduled the pre-op, and the pre-op was kind of a big deal because I actually had kind of a special case. I watched a lot of YouTube videos like from personal stories before I had mine, and I saw no one that had the same case as me. I was like, oh God, I'm so nervous, because this is where I get to say the words breast and nipple, so just get ready. My breasts, boobs, I hate the word breast. My boobs were so big and so like heavy that they would, you know, they were low, and because of that, if he were to take out too much and just bring the nipple up, it would like die and fall off of my body. He told me this like with a straight face. Like, your nipple will die and fall off. He's like, it'll turn black. And I was like, oh dear God. He explained to me that normally in a breast reduction you do the upside down T, or the anchor. You cut around the nipple and you go down, down the breast, and then you go up and under it. And then you do what you need to do, whatever you get paid to do because you're a doctor. And so, but with me, I would have to actually have the nipple cut off, like off of my body, and then skin grafted back on, because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to like take me even down a cup size. Like he was like, I would be able to take like nothing off of you without risking the nipple dying. So that's what happened. I had it severed. The worst word ever when you're talking about your nipples. And then he took all of the boob out. He took 10 pounds off of me, which is insane. And then he skin grafted it back on. So I had kind of like a more intensive recovery than you normally would, because like I couldn't shower for a full month. That was the one thing that I was not prepared for, and it was horrible. It was horrible. I was like, how am I supposed to not shower for a month? Like he said, oh, you can't shower. I was like, okay. And I thought maybe like for a week. And he was like, no, because if you shower and get your skin grafts wet, they'll just kind of like, let's like, yeah, I just kind of like, just fall off of you. I was like, okay, fine. So I used like the Yes to like carrots or coconut or whatever you want to call it, whichever ones I had. I used those for like a bath like every day. And my mom was like, did you smell? And I was like, I know, but I can't do anything about it. Like, it was so horrible. That was the worst part. In terms of pain, my pain was very low. I had a very easy time. But I will say that was very on point with my meds. I had an alarm for when I was supposed to take them, and so that I did not, like, if I was sleeping, I would not go, like, wake up and be like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. So, like, I literally, there were so many nights that I, like, wake up at, like, 4 a.m., take a pill, and, like, crash, like, because I'd be like, ugh. And like, so yeah, I don't know if it's because I have a higher pain tolerance, or he's an awesome doctor, or what, or if it's because I did so well, like, taking my meds, but I had a fine experience. I slept a lot, and I read a lot, and watched a lot of TV, and got weighted on hand and foot, because you can't move your arms, like, at all. So I had to get dressed and undressed, and I mean, for real, there's nothing more humbling than being in the hospital and having your mom put your underwear on you. But it has to happen. I'd rather my mom do it than the nurse, really. But it's like, because you can't bend, you can't move your arms up, you can't move them up like that, you can't go any higher than that, and even then you should really not. And like, can't go like high like that. It's a lot of like mobility. A lot of like loss of mobility. I had to stay out of class for like 2 weeks, or 3 I think, because I couldn't drive, because I still was on my meds. So yeah, but the pain was really low. I had very little pain. I did come home with drains in like underneath my boobs. I still don't know if I should say breast or boobs. I'm gonna stick with boobs. I came home with drains under my boobs. That was probably the grossest part, because you have to empty them every couple of hours because they collect fluids. But yeah, that was only for a week. And then just basically I wore a bandage for maybe 2 weeks, and then I took it off, and I wore, the worst like maintenance part was having to wear the bandages that wasn't all the way around me, but just was like taped to the front of my boobs, because I have really sensitive skin, and the tape was like making my boobs so angry. Like the skin like right here like was like bright red, and like little bumps and all kinds of stuff, and I'm off of bandages completely now. I'm still not supposed to really like run or anything until January, but I have been doing yoga, and I can sleep on my back, on my stomach and stuff like that. I have pretty much total mobility, but like my family really likes to play Just Dance on the Wii, you know, the dancing game, and I haven't been able to do that yet, or run. And it's not that he's been like drilling it into me or anything, but I'm not supposed to do like rigorous exercise until 3 months after. I got my surgery done on October 14th, so it's been 2 months. It's today the 14th, it might actually be 2 months today. But, so yeah, I mean, the only regret I have is that I didn't do it sooner. If you are a person who's considering this, and whether you're going to like go through your insurance, or if you're thinking about, you know, saving up money or taking a credit card even, I would have considered those options because I love the results. I'm so happy. I'm so much happier. I love the way clothes fit on me now. I love the way I can move and sleep better and all kinds of things. It's so much nicer. It's so worth it. Pursue it as an option because, I mean, the worst you can get is being turned down by your insurance. And I think I mean, you can always like save up for it. It's so worth it. It's like the best thing, I think, the best decision I've ever made in my life. I would 100% make it again. It's worth the time you have to take off of school or work. Totally worth it. It's like the best. And because most people won't have to do like a skin graft or anything, you'll have a way less recovery even than I did. So I would definitely recommend it because if you're thinking about it, chances are that when you get it, you're gonna be so much happier with yourself. And I mean, I was able to buy swimsuits, and I mean, I'm plus size, and I love my body now. I'm so happy. I would never ever make a different decision. I'm so glad that I did it. Like I said, the only thing I regret is that I wish I had done it sooner. I was actually approved when I was 18, and it fell through later because we lost our insurance. And I wish I had done it then. I wish that hadn't happened because if I could just have more time like this, that'd be great because I just love it. It's so amazing. I can't wait until I can start running in January because I really do like running, but it is so taxing on your shoulders. I would get in the shower after like a really hard run workout and be like, because my sports bra would be cutting me. Like, that's no joke. And bras for that size are $60, like at the lowest. So it's like, it saves me money. For the bra I'm wearing now is like $4. I can't wear wire yet. I mean, I haven't tried, but I'm nervous to. Why am I having sticking out here? I'm nervous to because I have heard that it actually hurts. I've heard that that's maybe something you kind of have to give up because because your scars are right under where the wire goes. They're right where the wire goes. That it can be like painful, but that's worth it. I don't even like wear bras. I mean, for the first time in my life, you know, I could like wear pasties if I wanted to. I went from an H to an A, and I said that he was like, I can make you a nice full D, and I was like, no, no. If I'm coming to do this whole process, I'm gonna get it all taken off. I'm ready. I don't want them anymore. Just take them. Like, so I'm so happy that I did it. And so I just wanted to kind of make this video, like, in case you do have that skin graft situation. This is my story. It's not scary. Like, don't be scared because your doctor will walk you through it, and you just have to have a support system, and I really did, and it's the best decision I've ever made. So if you're thinking about doing it, do it! Alright, I hope you guys like this video. I know it's kind of like different than a normal like beauty channel, but it's something that I've thought about making ever since I was like gonna get my surgery because I like talking about it. I want other girls to know that it's an option. And so if you're unhappy with your body, you can change it, and I'm so happy. So yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys later.